Welcome to Nordic Market News, Friday, May the 12th. We summarize the past week's most market-affecting news every Friday. Looking at each country's stock market index, the past week has been challenging for most Nordic countries. Only Norway has a good chance to end this week on plus. Helsinki 25, minus 0.4% this week or minus 0.1 today. OMX is 30, 0.1 this week or 0.1 today. OCBX in Norway, 1.6 or 0.3 today. Copenhagen 20, minus 0.3 or minus 0.1 today, and the overall index of Nordic 40, minus 0.2 this week or 0.1 today. Starting off in Norway, despite the market favorite Emmanuel Macron winning the French election last weekend, the European markets mainly closed in red during Monday. Against the trend was Norway and OBX due to a recovery in oil. OBX was up 0.5% and Statoil traded on a 1.8% plus. According to the Norwegian oil trading, it seems inevitable for both OPEC and non-OPEC countries participating in the production cuts to prolong the agreement until the year end. Russia and Saudi Arabia is supposedly the main forces behind such action. On the report side in Norway during the week, Leeroy Seafood Group presented their first quarter of this year. Operating result for value-adjusted biomass was 1.2 billion Norwegian kroner, and this was better than the SME Direkt consensus had projected with 1.05 billion. In Sweden, continuing on reports, tobacco manufacturer Swedish Match first quarter was presented this week, which pulled Swedish OMX's 30 forward on Monday, the day of the report. The result was solid from Swedish Match. Operating result, pre-tax result, as well as net turnover were all better than expected. For the entire year of 2017, Swedish Match still estimates that the snus and moist snuff consumption in Scandinavia and US will increase, but that the growth for Scandinavia will decrease. As displayed in this graph from Infront taken yesterday, Thursday, the stock steadily rose on the report, up about 3.5% to around 298 Swedish kroner. Swedish Handelsbanken has updated a recommendation for the company from decrease to increase with a target price of 310 Swedish kroner. Avicii-connected streaming company Bambuser had a rough start on the Swedish stock exchange. The company had been a hot topic in the media, mainly due to the world-famous DJ Avicii being one of the main investors. However, Bambuser's evaluation was questioned prior to the public trade, and the company had a hard time finding investors for their requested new issue volume of 24 million Swedish kroner. The stock dropped 40% on the first day of trade, down to 540 Swedish kroner. In Denmark, the all-time high on Danish trade index happened during the week. OMX C20 cap reached 1,155 points, pushed forward by large cap companies reporting solid first quarter. This resulted in significant elevation in their respective stocks like Lundbeck and Genmab and Pandora with 3.4% each. However, Pandora has had a troublesome year so far, since the start of 2017, and the stock is down 25% compared to the last day of trade 2016. Looking into one of the reports, Danish conglomerate Maersk reported a first quarter mainly below the market expectations. Sales, pre-tax result and turnover did all miss the target. However, Maersk says that their underlying result for 2017 will still be greater than that of yesteryear. Before this quarter, CEO Søren Skou says they're not pleased with the profitability. Finally, in Finland, the Nordic country's major bank, Nordea, has for a while now announced their intention to move their headquarters from Sweden to another country. According to the media reports, Finland and Denmark are close at hand. The Finnish investor Sampo is the main owner in Nordea, and the bank has close ties to the company. Nordea's CEO Kasper von Koskull says they will probably announce a decision before the summer. A trigger for Nordea planning to move their headquarters is the Swedish government's decision to increase the percentage they charge the bank for the resolution reserve. That was the headlines for today's program. We will be back again next week with more Nordic news. Thank you for watching.